welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this lecture, we're going to be looking at Python variable. So, what is a variable? Variable is just like a container where you keep things. A variable in Python can store things like string, integer, boolean inside a variable. So, as we are learning about variable, we're going to introduce ourselves to what is called data types. We are going to introduce ourselves to two or three data types in this lecture. That's going to be the string and the integer data type. So first, I want to comment this out. So for you to comment, just need to type the hashtag at the beginning of what you want to comment. Let's say I want to comment the first line of code. So I'm just going to press the hash and it's going to comment out that line of code. So, and let's say I want to comment out as much as um 50 lines of code. I don't need to be writing the hash one after the other. What I have to do is just highlight what I want to comment out and click on control and slash. So after that we want to, so if you do not have a computer or a laptop, you need to download some apps that are going to be using on your phone. The text editor that are going to be using on your phone. So in the next video, I'm going to be telling you the app to download that are going to be using them on your phone. So after I've commented the code, so what I want to do is create a variable name. In Python, unlike other programming language, there used to be a variable. We have three variable in JavaScript like the const, the var, and the let. But in Python, we do not have a variable. All we have to do is create a variable name. So we just create a variable name. So let's say I want to put my name. So instead of writing like unlike other language, you need to write const or let or var for writing the variable name. But in Python, I'll just write the variable name directly. So I'm just going to say my name then equals Abdul-salam. So the equals is an assignment operator. It's an assignment operator. So and also the string. So a string is always inside a double quote or a single quote. So we can have a string inside a double quote or a single quote. So and also let's say I want to add maybe an apostrophe yeah, let's say yeah, it's going to work. But let's say I want to add another string inside the string. Let's say I want to add a string. So let's say let me not write after salam. And I want to write the yellow inside the code. So it's going to throw an error because in Python do not allow you to add a string inside another string if the surrounding quote is the same. So what this means is that we have double quotes surrounding the color is yellow, and inside the quote we also have a double quote. It shouldn't be a double quote. It's supposed to be a single quote. So Python do not allow you to add two double quotes, like two the same quotes inside each other. So instead of writing a double quote, I'm just going to write a single quote and it's going to work very fine. So let's say in this case we actually use double quotes in this kind of case. So we can just make the surrounding quotes a single one. and the one inside want to make it a double quote. So with that, it's going to work. And when I print, then it's going to show the color is yellow, and the yellow is going to be inside a double quote. So after that, we want to talk about um naming variable. So there are many conventions that you can use to name a variable. So is either you use a single word, or a camel case. That's combination of multiple words. So this is an example of a camel case. So let's say I want to say my first name. I want to create a variable called my first name. Instead of writing my first name like this, I'll rather write the my in small letter, and the first letter of the second word is going to be in capital letter. So that is what is called a camel case. So I can just, my first name is Abdul-salam. So then don't forget, camel case, the first word is going to be in small letter, and the first letter of the second word is going to be in capital letter. So, and in some cases, they used to add the M in capital letter. That doesn't matter. So you can just make it small letter. So yeah, we're now going to be talking about the integer. So I'm going to create a no int we have integer. So integer is a number. So I'm going to say 12. But in this lecture, we want to check another way we can name a variable. And also name a variable like this, like name my underscore first name. Then you can assign a value to it. In Python, you cannot name a variable like this. Like maybe you want to name a variable and you are starting with a number, so it is going to throw an error. So the variable name must start with a letter. So in between, you can now add your number. Maybe you want to say num2. So but the variable must not start with a number. So another thing is that Python do not allow you to name a variable with the keywords, like the general keywords, like print, like def, and all other keywords. So let's say I want to name a variable called print, and I assigned a value to it, and is a string. So once I run the code, this should throw an error. So we've made a mistake here. We need to print the first name. Let's print the first name, and we want to print this also. So let's first remove this s, and we want to see what is going to happen. So I'm just going to type Python. Then we are seeing an error, that is the print and the print. The str object is not callable. So that is because we are using a wrong variable name that is not allowed. So when we now try to change it to print, then everything should work fine. So one type python.py, then everything is actually working fine. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about data types and concatenation, how you can concatenate a string, or a string and integer, like that. So don't forget, in this video we learned about naming a variable and what is a variable, and learned about string and integer. And we also dived in how to name a variable, like the do's and don'ts, the variable names that are not allowed, like the keywords. And see you in the next lecture. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.